Earlier this year, after Eveliina Salonen won her first World Championship, Innova came out with her signature edition disc, which typically Innova, after there's a Worlds or maybe a major title win, they'll give a player a disc that just the stock, whatever plastic of that disc, is theirs. So they make commission off of every sale. So we're gonna be taking a look at the Swirled Star Destroyer today. Honestly, one of the coolest looking destroyers out there. But what was interesting when I first got them is how flat this disc is. I saw some people have been calling this disc the destroyer that the pros will hate, basically just saying that it's a great destroyer for AMs. At 12 speed, some people don't think that you should be throwing distance drivers. I tend to not really fall into that camp, and so today we're going to be reviewing this disc on 9 holes at a course that is not incredibly long, because I want to see if it is better, one, for my forehand, because it's flat, so I feel like, it feels so good on my forehand, but also if it's a good disc to shot shape under 400 feet. There might be one hole that I can let it loose on, but real quick before we get out into the course, I'm going to warm up by throwing these and seeing how they fly, compared to one of my favorite destroyers, the Echo Star, and then just a typical stock Star Destroyer, and the Halos. They should kind of go up in stability from there. Just in looking at this disc, it doesn't look incredibly understable, but it doesn't look overstable at all either. Kind of neutral. I'd imagine it's going to be similar to this destroyer first, the Eveliina Swirled Star Destroyer, then the 3 other comparisons, and then finally the other Swirled Star Destroyer. Oh, okay. That's not bad. First warm-up shot, so I can't really tell too much. I thought it'd flip a little harder. Did throw it pretty slow, so now we'll try the Echo Star Destroyer. We have a tail right to left, so it's helping keeping them straight. That one popped up a little more, not as I expected. Here's the regular Star Destroyer. That seems to be a very similar flight to these Eveliinas, or at least that first one, but that one was thrown a little harder. The stock Halo, I'm gonna have to put some anhyzer on it to get it to fly a similar shape. And it's gonna have a very similar finish to the other two, maybe even more. And now, so it did pop up, but it got some fade. I am at Denver elevation, so it's 5,000-ish feet, actually technically in Longmont, but that seems to be between the Echo Star Destroyer and that stock Ricky Destroyer, which is the Star one. Echo Star, Swirled Star, Star, kind of thrown very similarly, all of them. And you can see the Echo Star's a little righter, and they're all about the same distance. I definitely wouldn't necessarily say that it's gonna be like the destroyer for the people off of these throws, but they are warm-ups in a wind that helps keep them more overstable. So we'll see how it looks as we get out onto the course. If I can't shoot 4 down or better, we'll put one of these in my 50K subscriber giveaway, which I know it seems like we're a bit away from 50K, but all that means is there's gonna be like 600 discs in the giveaway by the time I actually reach it. All right, hole 1, 367 feet. Right down there. Looks like a big old hyzer, but that's not the point of today's video. I also will be trying the forehand. I think I'll throw forehand backhand every hole. We'll throw the purple one first. They look like they're gonna be pretty similar, honestly. They have a little right to left, so I'll have to turn it, I think, to get it all the way down there. That holds really well. It just didn't flip really well when I first was throwing it in the field, but that's a phenomenal shot. I'm so happy with that. That was very easy to throw. My guess is if you get it on an angle, it holds it for a while, but flipping it there is gonna be interesting. All right, slow down the forehand. Oh, geez, Anthony. Nice. Looks like my guy's is helping me out. This is pretty gnarly looking. Oh, dang, dude, thank you. Jeez. This is the coolest I've ever seen this creek, because it's so down and like see-through.
Kind of icy.
Yeah.
Over there it's got ice over the top of it.
Oh, sick. Thanks so much. All right, 1 through 1. The forehand felt good. It didn't fly well. It did hold over much longer than I expected on that first shot. So we'll see how it handles the rest of these 8 holes. This hole might actually be a better forehand than a backhand, especially with the smaller distance. 293 it looks like. So I think I will try that forehand as my real shot. Going up this gap. If I get a little skip, great, but just keep it controlled. Oh, I got a little skip all right. That had to be pretty close. I threw a touch of hyzer. It did try to pop up a little bit. We'll try the backhand. It's gonna need to be a touch of flex, but not too much because I think it will hold it. Oh! I like this disc, I guess. Oh, I think there's another, yeah, there's another basket position right here. I didn't even know I was playing that one. I love these baskets so much. Was there anything wrong with that putt? Yeah, that makes sense. Next hole, we got a decent one. It's gonna be a pump on a forehand. I can't believe that. How did that spit? Basket behind that tree. 375. It is kind of understable for a destroyer, but it's not like an Echo Star destroyer out the box, which is domey, glidey, and flippy. This is just kind of straight, so it's a good disc. That could be elevation problems though, because reviewing discs at 5,000 feet, always got to keep that in mind. I didn't get it wide enough. Missed that. Okay. Ooh, that was a pretty bad toss. Okay, I'm still coming through too fast. The power's pretty good, so I'm happy with that. This is a good sign for this disc. I thought I was about 30 feet shorter than this, so it was pushy, even if I missed my hyzer angle a bit. The other one also went about 350, so I'm pretty happy with that. Dude, that was in it. Are you serious? Okay, that one was a miss. And that'll stick. I guess that was a lot more pure, so I'll take it. Throwing into a headwind. On the path is OB. Either side is safe. It just kind of plays like a river from what I understand. There is the water left, but I think the best shot with these discs is like a pushing forehand that gets stable at the end. It's gotta sit. Get over it. Okay, it's safe. Much better forehand. Much closer to what I actually wanted. Now we'll try this backhand one. That's gotta hit the grass, please. Oh gosh. Grateful I threw the forehand first. That was a smarter shot with a skippy disc. At least it's close. That one's on me. Not gonna lie, the basket was in my head a little bit. It shouldn't have been. I should have just putted normally. I'm connecting with chains a lot more though, which is a win. Still only one down through 4 holes. So I need 3 more birdies on these last 5. One of them is a shorter par 4. So that one should be a get, if not even an eagle. This hole's gonna be the perfect distance for my forehand. It's 321. We have a little tail. Similar to that last shot, just a little more committed. Yes. Oh, gee, that thing is haunting. And it rolled back too. What a nice disc. Oh, how did that not go in? I am pretty happy about skipping a little long on a 320-foot hole with that low of a line drive. This disc just fits my forehand grip so well. I had some S-Blend Emperors that were very similar to this. They were also swirly, so maybe it's from a similar run. But these are a little gummier feeling. If I can find that, and they're a little straighter too than those Emperors, the flatness on them feels very good. Too high. That but lower digs into the hillside. That's still a fine shot, but it's too fast. It's just gonna skip out on you. Yeah. Finally. I think you don't really want to hit it on the pole, unfortunately, so maybe a little more hyzer at that right side. But then it's cut through on these baskets before, so the thing I've learned very minimally, but that I need to continuously tell myself is to just get the last one out of my head and just try to make the putt like I'd always make it. Spit outs right now are just part of the game, especially on some of the baskets that we have. So trying to get a little too touchy, sometimes you'll just miss putts. I'd rather hit my spot and feel really good about my putt and it come back at me, and so my confidence stays high for the next putts. 2 down, like to see it. 301, another pretty good forehand hole for me. This time probably just leave it out there flat, or slight hyzer I mean. Try to kind of aim it at, like punch it at that second bushy tree to the left and let it skip back to the basket, which is kind of shrouded right now. Skip hard. Oh no. That's the worst spot. That was meant to be a little more hyzery, so not really a good shot there, unfortunately. Could have even given it a little more height, and if it's flat, it's fine. Or a little more hyzer, but I ended up throwing pretty flat. Ah, get the skip. Don't get the skip down there. Oh, dang it. I got it onto that path again. Yeah, it is. If you get that thing turned over, it just glides on that line, which is really nice. I didn't mean to turn it. I just think I threw it a little too low. Very similar, both those shots. And that comes from that lack of stability on that back foot. I think that's a part of my compensation since I'm forward, that it has to go a little lower instead of having good height control. Is it possible? I have to dad putt it. I'm a dad now. No. No way. Ah, shoot. So I only have one more that I can miss, unless I get an ace. And yeah, this is a tough get here. Disappointing. 477, par 3. I think we do have a decent wind for it. No wind. I got it. No, it's too high. Shoot. Probably a par. I'm not really getting there on a forehand, so I'll throw this one out as well. Like that. That's so pure. That's so good. And one more shot for good measure. We'll throw this Echo Star Destroyer because I love it. And you'll see how different these guys are when you throw them really hard. Hyzer flip and it burns over. It's not even gonna come out of it. In between that and the regular Star. But I will say that Echo Star is more of like the People's Destroyer in my opinion. This one's still on the cusp. It's kind of like maybe the MA2 Destroyer in terms of like the average distance you think of for golf shots in MA2. I know there's some people who absolutely bomb who play intermediate, but average distance, like, it's not your rec destroyer. If there even is a rec destroyer, it would be the Echo Star. To me, it seems to be more of a MA2 to MA1 destroyer. I think pros could also throw it. Like, it's not the shape that I would throw, but it's the stability I would throw personally. There's like kind of a window. I just don't know if it's a putt. I think I have to try to skip it in. Ah, too low. Should have thrown that one first. Oh, this is not an easy comebacker. I really need to give more nose up to that skip shot. Perfect line though. Right under the branch. Was a little low. Now I need an ace. If that's not a lesson in disc golf, that I have a 310-foot hole here and a 300-foot hole next that I can both definitely get, but I try to skip that in and ends up costing me. I should have thrown the safe shot, just got it closer, maybe tried to put a safe bid at it. That being said, 305 maybe, straight ahead. It's kind of a backdoor, which we'll throw with the pink one, but the shot I think is the forehand. Need to ace one of these too in order to keep both of these bad boys. That's more hyzer. Ah, shoot, that one needed to be flat. What the heck was that skip? Oh, there's a long putt at it. I had something weird down there. It's gonna be long, eh? Yeah, a little long. So pretty easy flyer. I mean, threw it flat out there with the intention to stall it left and went about 330, so pretty satisfied with that. I do have to drain this putt to even keep the hopes alive. Come on, baby. Stay up. Let's go. I was working on my steppers because some people there's a force of them teeing off on hole 1. Paid off. Let's go. Also, that was like 340 maybe. That is circle too long. Pushy, not flippy is what I would say about them. Last hole, what I will say about these bad boys is they're so pretty and they fly super well. We got one last shot at it. Feel like the play to ace has to be just inside of this right tree on a skip shot. Gonna have to be forehand again. We've thrown a lot of forehands with these, but I hope that you're able to see a lot of different flights. Off the tree somehow. Ah, not even close to wide enough. Since we did 2 backhands on that other hole, we'll give a forehand with this one. If it goes, then it counts. straight skip. Oh, oh, that was pretty clean, not gonna lie. Can't be too mad. Make this putt, still get to 3 down. Not a bad score with these bad boys, especially with the putting luck I had pretty early in this round. Snag one of these at infinite if you want. I'm not angry at the baskets, I promise. Well, if I ever want to work on touch putting, I'm coming out here and playing some rounds. That being said, one of these is going in the 50K subscriber giveaway. So now all these bad boys are in there. See ya in the next one.